Kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and appreciated. So, let's listen to this white woman. She has an advice for white women who are marrying black kings. Like, she has been in the shoe. She understands how it is, where it's paining from, and she has advice for her fellow white women who are married to black women. Sorry, black men. We have talked about interracial here a lot of like recently we talked about it even interracial. There's a lot of challenges that are involved in it spiritually, socially, physically, and otherwise, however you want to look at it. But those who are seriously in support of this thing, who do not see anything wrong with this thing, will look at you like you're racist. You don't want people to have relations with other races. Are you done having relation with your own race? Have you finished having relationship with your own race that you are crossing to another race? We don't hear. Most of the problems that is in the black community today are problems that most of the times we are the ones that cause these problems. Majority of how of the treatment we receive as a melanated people today in the melanated community is we are the cause of those problems. It is our fault. Why is it our fault? Because we don't want to see the world, the realities of the world that are before our face. We don't want to see it. We want to keep living in fairy tales. Okay? But the truth is, the world would never look at you for who you are. And they would never want to give you that opportunity to liberate yourself or to even be yourself as a melanated person. Okay, I want you to check this out. Listen to her, and we'll take it up from there.
If you are a white woman and you are dating, in love with, married to a black man, I want you to listen up. There are certain things that you need to know. And I don't think this is spoke about enough. But the most dangerous thing in this world are the tears of a white woman. And if you truly love the black man that you are with, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, including protecting him from yourself. And what do I mean by that? My son was dating a white woman. My son is biracial. They got into an argument in public, and she started to scream and cry. And my son immediately left the scene. She was outraged. She couldn't believe my son left. My son left because my son knew that if he stayed there and this woman was crying and screaming at him, a black man, there was not going to be any questions asked. He was going to be thrown to the ground. He was going to go to jail. It was not going to be any questions asked because this white woman was crying and screaming about him. Now, I'm sure this female may have been hurt. Her feelings was hurt. She was a little emotional. However, when you are dating a black man and you're a white woman, you need to understand that sometimes your fucking feelings and your emotions have to take a fucking back seat to not cause harm to the person you are dating, that you love, that you are married to. And I'm not telling you that if you are truly in fucking danger, not to get help. But if you're just emotional, you're just pissed off, and you want to scream and hoop and holler, in public is not the time. Because that can turn out very deadly for the black man that you claim to love so much, whether you realize it or not. If you were just dating a white man and you were yelling, nobody would really pay any attention to that shit. But when people see a white woman and a black man and you're screaming, all hell will break loose. Because when white women cry, everybody responds. Even if the shit is stupid, even if it's frivolous, even if it's a lie. The most deadliest thing in this world are white women tears. I have said this time and time again, and I learned this very, very early in life. I grew up in the projects. I was raised by two wonderful black women that helped my mother raise me. So I know what I have witnessed, what I have experienced, and I know for a fact of what I speak. I learned very early in life that I could be a voice for my friends and my family because people would listen to me far more than they would listen to them. And if you listen to anything I have ever said to you on this app, if you are a white woman and you are dating a black man, you are in love with a black man, you are married to a black man, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, even if it is protecting him from you. Handle that shit at home if you are not in danger.
Your Majesties, I believe you understood what this woman is saying to you. I think it's explanatory. I don't want to talk too much here because we've hammered on this for a long, been hammering on this for a long time now, and I wouldn't want to bore you, right? Because a lot of you do not like this because you feel like maybe Abigail is against you having a relationship with the other races, or Abigail don't want. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm projecting here. I'm just opening to you the realities of the world that we are faced with, and that most of us melanated people are refusing to accept. You get that? So, like she said, you have to protect this man from yourself. Because of what? Because of white supremacy. The moment a white woman is standing with a black man and she start yelling, they don't need to ask question. They don't need to ask question. They have to take that black man down because the fault is from that black man. It has to be from the man. It has to be from the black person. It has to be from that black person because the white person cannot hurt a fly. It's only the black person that can do the evil. So the moment she yells, they have to take you down because you are evil. You are the embodiment of evil. What are we saying? What are we saying? And what have we not been saying here? The melanated race, immediately it becomes a melanated person, the story changes automatically. Immediately it becomes a melanated man, a melanated woman, story changes. Story changes. And it doesn't change for good, it changes for the worst. It changes for the bad. Because this is how the world pictures you. A lot of melanated men are in prisons today. It's not because they did anything wrong. I think we discussed a lot here some months ago where we were even talking about that. Remember that man, that black man who was forcefully accused, was thrown into prison, and 30 years of his life wasted for something he didn't do, just because the lady claims that the person that raped her looked like, she just felt like she said it was in her dream she saw that man's face. The man, they just went and picked him from, he don't know what is going on. They picked him because she claimed that she now recognized the face of the person that raped her in her dream. She recognized the person's face in the dream. She couldn't recognize the person's face when they were asking her. And they will tell you she was just traumatized, she don't know what to do. But she now slept and dreamt, and then told them that the person is that one. That's the face that she saw. Without investigation, they didn't respect the lawyer of this man. They threw this man in prison for 30 years. Like 30 years of this man was wasted because this lady dreamt and saw a face that looked like this man. Majesties. And then, after 30 years, she said she was wrong all along. He wasn't the one. In short, I think it was even the person that did it that was like, oh, someone is paying for his own evil, that came out and say he was the one. I think something like that. So, for 30 years, this man's life was wasted. His youth was wasted. Everything, his dreams shattered because a white woman screamed and shouted. See, I don't know what's, maybe I don't know what's, I don't know. Should I start speaking my language, maybe my tribe, my dialect, so that I don't know, maybe you understand that better. We are joking. We are playing. Do you know that sometimes we think that as the world keep maturing, some of these things will stop. You think they have stopped. You think racism against melanated people have stopped. You think the evil done to the melanated community have reduced, because I guess some people will be like, many years ago it was even worse. You don't know that they are now changing the tactics. They are now diverting to other means that you will not notice. And we think all is well, all is fine, because we go work with them, we live with them, we smile with them. That is even for those who are opportune to live with them, because even in South Africa, they have their own town. They have their town where the black people who are even the owner of that town cannot come close. They have their town. I don't know what else. I don't know what else I should say. I'm just speechless right now because I've said everything. If we don't love ourselves and we keep loving other races, then we shouldn't be complaining about what is happening to us. I wouldn't want to hear melanated people complaining, because we are the cause of our problems. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, your majesties. Bye for now.